Namaskar. Welcome to another episode of Editorial. You see, today's episode, I want to discuss elections. I want to discuss the process of elections. And I want to discuss the mutation of elections. Mutations of bodies that were once upon a time part of this huge democratic festival called general elections. Let's get right to the show. You know, in marketing, there is a concept called ambush marketing. Ambush marketing is, long back when these colas were sold in bottles, two competitive brands would break each other's bottles. They would break each other's bottles. Why, Because if you break the bottles, then what happens is the cola, they wouldn't have enough bottles of their own to fill and distribute. So it would directly affect their supply. It will directly affect their distributors. So when one brand breaks the other brand's bottles, they also simultaneously they hire these PR agents, these influencers, these PR agencies that go out and say that, "Arey baap re, there is no bottle of this particular company. I think there is some huge problem with the production of this company. Oh, there is no bottle of this company. I don't think distributors are keeping the bottles of this company. This company is going to go down the drain. This company is going to close down." There are these people, these influencers who go out and say this in the market. So what really happens, there is a huge amount of uncertainty that is created in the market regarding the brand too. The bottles whose bottles were broken. There is huge uncertainty. The consumers feel that, "Arey baba, ye brand marne wala hai kya? Is this brand going to go? Useless brand hai kya? Nobody is buying it." The consumer starts believing it. The dealers say, "Arey baap re baap, how can I do business with this brand? What if this brand closes down?" Because their supplies are very erratic. And their own employees, that brand manufacturing, their company, their own people, their own employees, they also feel like, "Kya hai, ye roz problem hai. Our company seems to be going haywire, our management seems to be going haywire." So there is complete disarray. The brand gets completely destroyed. The employees feels distressed, the dealers are not happy, the consumers are uncertain. And this is one way of marketing. This used to happen before. Now, why am I telling you this story? Is because somewhere down the line in current politics, I'm seeing something similar. I'm seeing something similar in current politics. Why do I say that? It's because, you see, always pollsters, psephologists, strategists, that's a new name I heard. Actually, with strategists, all these people normally say, "Ke bhai, inko, they may win, these guys may win, this is broadly the number that will come, that is the number." All that happens. It happens before. But the fact is somebody coming and saying that, "You know what, even before all the votes are casted, somebody coming and saying that this party will get 742 seats, this party will get 247 seats, this party will get 164 seats, this party will be number 2, this party will be number 3, this party will get 10% more, this party will get 14% more." Well, that sounds surprising because that's no longer pollster's job. That's no longer a strategist's job. That is an astrologer's job. Is there a basis in which you are saying that? "Oh, in my research, when I went around, when I went there, I saw this and this is what I conclude." On what basis? Is there an empirical data that you can share and say, "Boss, this is the reason why I'm saying it"? So that seems to be missing. Now, the thing is very simple. The data that is thrown at you are not very specific data. The data that are thrown at you are actually cumulatively makes one particular group of political parties or one particular political party look bad. But technically, South will get double figure. South was always, Tamil Nadu was always 5.7% vote. 5.7% vote may become 10% vote, 11% vote. Theek hai, big deal. So these are the kind of data that are thrown at you, but the way it is thrown at you, it is made to sound as if that, one political party is shining, cruising to the top, and the other political party is completely subdued. Now, this is okay. Chalo, ye bhi theek hai. But then you add comments like Rahul Gandhi, who is supposed to be the head of one who is supposed to be the head or whatever, who is supposed to be a star campaigner of Congress, he should step aside, he should go, he should not take over, because you have already judged, you have already decided that that political party is not going to make a mark. You have already written off that political party right in the middle of the election. Not before, not after, in the middle of the election. In the most crucial stage where one part of the intelligentsia or so-called strategists say that no, things are not looking so good for Bharatiya Janata Party, things are looking kind of good for the India Alliance, that's exactly where you come and say that, no, nothing is going to happen here. These people are gone. Oh, Rahul Gandhi should resign. Oh, they should go. It's all gone. It's all finished. It's all over. So what are you technically trying to do? Now connect what I just said to that bottle game. Now connect whatever I said now to that bottle game. You break bottles, you tell dealers not buying it, you say consumers are not buying it, you tell the workers that nothing is happening in your company, everything going haywire. That's the imagery that you create. And to create that imagery, you hire influencers who can go to various medias, typical medias who normally promote a particular narrative, go to those medias, sit there and say, Kuch nahi, Rahul Gandhi should resign. That person should resign. Nothing is going to happen here. Nothing is happening there. South, they are going to go big. West, they are going to go big. You give these larger gyan. Now, therefore, I am not saying that somebody is saying right, somebody is saying wrong. I'm not saying either ways. I'm saying nothing, because I don't even think, I'm talking about Prashant Kishor here in this specific case. I don't even think Prashant Kishor has said anything specific. He has spoken everything in a very largish way. But if you put this cumulatively, then if you see it in consolidation, then a narrative is being built. The narrative says that Bharatiya Janata Party will come back with a bang, and India Alliance and specifically Congress and specifically the Gandhi Parivar is not going to do well. And it is because of Gandhi Parivar and the weak leadership of Rahul Gandhi that everything has collapsed. Broadly, this is the narrative that comes to your table when you see it from a consolidated perspective. Lot of sound bites, but this is what comes through. Is that fair? I think to a certain extent, if you are talking numbers and that's your opinion, that's fair. I think to a certain extent, if you talk about the direction in which the election going, it's fair. But if you are going right in the middle of the election and putting down a particular political party, and that too you are an influencer, and that too people look at you as an expert, a subject matter expert, and not as a party representative or as a party spokesperson or as a lobbyist for a particular party, you're seen as a subject matter expert, then that position is being misutilized to ensure, to spread a narrative that is going against a group of parties. Which group of parties? A group of parties that possibly rejected you. A group of parties that said no to you. You went to Congress to work with them, to be part of them, they said no to you. You have worked with DMK before, they have said no to you this time. You have worked with Trinamool Congress, they threw you out. You have worked with Jagan Mohan Reddy, he threw you out. Now, you are saying that all these places, South, Trinamool, that is West Bengal, all these places BJP is coming up. I can also derive, I can also put my point across, my opinion. So I can also put that. So I am putting my opinion out. I feel that is unfair. And I feel that this type of marketing, this type of endorsement, this type of disguised endorsement is unfair. Is unfair for a person who's seen as an expert, as a brain of Indian elections. I don't think it suits this stature. So that's point number one. My point number two, you see, a lot of people ask me that, listen, why are you only talking about Prashant Kishor? Why don't you talk about Yogendra Yadav? Now, I have spoken about Yogendra Yadav. In fact, I have spoken to Yogendra Yadav. I have asked him the same question. Please do watch my live, 9 o'clock, just 1 hour before I had done a live. Please do watch that live. I have asked him the same questions. So that's number one. I did try calling Mr. Prashant Kishor. Obviously, he didn't come on my channel to speak to me. So I couldn't ask him the same question. Otherwise, I would have tried and found out from him, and I would have put up his point of view in front of you. So this is where it stands. Now the point is, the difference is, you see, Yogendra Yadav talks about numbers. He talks about prediction. And he has clearly explained to me as to why he feels what he feels. Why is he putting up that number? On what basis is he putting up that number? He has explained clearly. At least that is what he thinks. So you can view that and you can judge for yourself. The point is, but Yogendra Yadav never went out to say that, you know, Narendra Modi should resign, or Narendra Modi should resign because there is a lot of anti-incumbency. Narendra Modi should resign because his leadership is being questioned. Narendra Modi should resign because there is a problem between Narendra Modi and possibly between Yogi. Narendra Modi should resign because he was not able to handle his team. All that he doesn't say. He speaks about the numbers. He speaks about, this is my analysis, this is where I went, this is the numbers. That's not what happened in the other case. In the other case, in the middle of the race, to destabilize, remember the bottle story I told you, to destabilize the particular political party, if you go out and say that, you know, your leader should resign, you know, it is all over, it is, you know, if they should hand it over to somebody else because you have always lost, this time also you're going to lose. What are you trying to tell the audience? What are you trying to tell the people who are supporting them? And what are you trying to tell the voters, especially the voters who are fence-sitters? What are you trying to tell them? Bottle story? The consumers, you are telling them, yaar, ye bottle aayega, nahi aayega, market mein koi kharid raha hai, nahi kharid raha hai, malum nahi. Same thing. So the point is, the difference, the distinctive difference here is, it is not just about statistics. It is also speaking about the environment. It is also speaking about a particular competitor as if he is already lost. It is about, it's like a critic. It's like a film critic, for instance, standing in middle of the interval and saying a film flop hai. Oh, actor act nahi karna chahiye. You either wait for the film to get over and then criticize, saying that an actor's acting is bad, or you do before the film is released and saying that why is this actor being chosen? Somebody else should have been chosen. That is fine. In the middle, standing in the interval and saying that the actor is bad, what is your intention then? Your intention then is to demotivate the people who are watching the film. Isn't that so? Similarly, the same point I am making here. In the middle of the election, going and saying that Rahul Gandhi should resign, that there is no way, there is no point, there is no, opposition didn't do much, opposition should have done more, opposition, wait, let us see what is happening. People who are going to vote for the opposition, let them vote for the opposition. People who are going to vote for the ruling party, let them vote for the ruling party, and then you make your analysis. That's all I am asking. And the only point that I am trying to make is there a reason why you waited to say all this right in the middle, plong in the middle of the election? That's the point I wanted to make. Till I see you next time, and that's tomorrow at 10, and do watch that interview with Mr. Yogendra Yadav. Judge for yourself as to what he is saying and why he is saying it. Does it make sense? I have asked him that, is there an empirical tool that one uses to predict and to say numbers, and he has given me an answer to that. You hear it for yourself and you judge. And as always, you are the boss. Decide and do right. Do let me know also whether this entire controversy, what is your opinion about it? Till I see you next time. Namaskar.
Stay ahead with our cutting-edge news app. Instantly access the latest shorts in just 1 minute and breaking news in just 50 words. Download now for a smarter, faster news experience.